¿Qué la que hay, mi gente? ¿Cómo están?
Miren.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Hoy.
Okay, so today we have a few questions, some interesting topics that we want to talk about. And while we do that, I'm gonna show her how to make these bracelets. No sé if you guys were like me, but I used to make bracelets all the time in elementary school, and I was like, you know what, like, a lo que hablamos, we should make these, and you know, we need tijeras.
Can we?
Nose goes. Who's gonna pick it up to go?
Where are they at?
Están en la cocina, al lado de los cuchillos. We're gonna do the most basic bracelet because I'm not trying to do all that stuff. So you can pick two colors.
Okay, light blue.
And
I'll do black.
black, okay. I'm gonna do pink and blue for cotton candy.
Oh my gosh. Smell them.
Somebody smell like shit! Wait! Somebody smell like shit!
Eso te gusta?
You know that weird smell? Oh my gosh, como rubber.
Yeah, it
Como-
smells like rubber.
Like cuando tú entras a una tienda y todo está nuevo.
Bueno, yeah. It does give that new scent smell. Okay, so esto es lo que vas a hacer. Okay. So you're going to find the very edge.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's do. I really don't know how long, so let's just do a long, just in case.
Pero un bracelet.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a bracelet. Like, I'm gonna do a keychain.
Oh.
But, okay. So, ya yo terminé con este azul. And now I'm gonna measure the same length.
So it doesn't how long? Like I just whatever.
Bueno, yeah, yo lo hice así. Like the length of like your arms, kind of. So let's just start the bracelet, and then once you figure yours out. I feel like a kid. Oh, I put it in there. Oh, you did? Okay,
I see
it's
the
cute. It's cute, but I was like, I don't know. She was like,
I see the hair. I was like,
let me just do it.
Un corazoncito.
Okay, I'm gonna do a keychain. If you want to do a keychain, you can do this too. If you don't want to do a keychain and you want to do a bracelet, then you don't have to do this part. But, okay, I'm gonna wait for you. Okay, so you're gonna do a keychain too, or a bracelet?
Keychain.
Okay, so vas a cruzar esto, ¿verdad? Lo vas a cruzar. You're gonna cross them so that they're like the same length. You're gonna make a cross. Okay, y el de abajo, el que sea el negro, you're gonna get one end, and you're gonna slide it through. Dang, I can't really ever remember this. Dude, la última vez que yo hice this was in elementary school, and you're gonna put it at where they meet, in the middle. Okay, and then you're gonna put your finger on it in the middle. Right, so fix it. So it's a
Cross.
So fix it so it's like an X or a cross, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, ya lo arreglaste. Okay, vas a coger este lado, el negro. Throw it over there. The other side, throw it over here. But make sure they look like that. Okay. Y después vas a coger este lado. And then you're gonna go over and under.
Oh, you lost me there.
Okay, so not too tight. So you're gonna go over this one and under this one. No, over.
Oh.
Okay. So then, yeah, now it looks like something like this. Okay, y después vas a coger el otro lado. And then same thing, over and under. I think the start of it is the hardest part. Okay, and then you're just gonna keep pulling.
Look. Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Wait, I think
I feel like this is impossible.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Okay. The thing is, I think we need another.
La cosa que ella me hace hacer.
Oh, okay, but we're gonna do yours in a second, but let's do mine first because if not, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this.
Mira esto. Esto parece the Bermuda triangle.
Hold on. Okay, put your finger where my finger is. Put your finger there. Okay. Now. Yeah, let me do this. Okay. Over, under. There? Okay, so yes, don't move your finger. So we just need 3 fingers to start it off. But once we start off, like we can do it. Okay, take your finger out. 3 fingers. Okay, you see? And then you just squeeze it. Boom.
Toda esa vuelta para.
Yes. Okay, el punto es que we're gonna do a square. You see a little square?
And you gotta do that all around the círculo.
So no. So now, if I was to continue this, I would go this way, that way, right? Follow me. This way, that way, and then you would go over, under.
Yeah, there's no way I'm learning that.
Yes, you are, Mylan. Please, esto fácil. It's literally you repeat the same steps.
Is the bracelet easier?
Ah, bueno, es lo mismo. Over, under.
Vamos a empezar con las preguntas. A ver.
Dale, pero vas a hacer esto, chica. Que esto es fácil.
No, God, please, no!
Look, boom. You see? Ya. Ay, nena. Dale, let's start yours. Entonces, acá adentro, yo voy a poner mi dedo. Take this side. Take this side, and you're gonna go over, under.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Ay, no puedo. Okay, hold on. Yo te voy a poner los dedos y yo lo voy a hacer, okay? Just to start it off.
No, si es el start. Yo no quiero ver el final.
Mylan, oh my gosh, bro. Y lo fácil que es esto. When you get the hang of it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, bye.
Okay.
You're so funny. Okay. Okay, pon tu dedo ahí, en la de aquí. Cortado because.
No, la gente es como que.
Right there. Yep, go ahead.
Suelto.
Ajá. Okay. Okay.
Damn!
Okay, ven, mira.
Ay, se ve lindo.
¿Verdad que sí? Y va a seguir. It's gonna be like a little block. It's gonna be really, really cute.
This is what people actually be doing. Like,
Yeah.
that takes some time, Vito.
Good job. Vamos bien. Over, under.
A few moments later.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
The little side eye you gave me, bro.
Like I'm looking at you for clarity.
Okay, cruzalo. Cualquier color. Nena, no.
Ay, me siento horrible.
¿Me entiendes?
Ah, mira.
Exacto, you're gonna pull these 2 hoops over and under.
I think that's about right.
And you can even do the 2 hoops, you can do the blue ones. Period. Would you rather eat at a high-end restaurant or like a regular restaurant? And like when I say regular, I mean like Red Lobster, Applebee's, Olive Garden. or are you more like high end?
Well, if you put it that way, because those wouldn't be like, I would say regular, like not high end.
I agree. Okay.
Because those places be having the best food. Because sometimes, like, when I've been to like some fancy restaurants, the food, like the food plate is really expensive, and it's like so little, honestly, and it's something that you can cook at home more. And they don't really have enough flavor. I'm sorry, they just don't have flavor like that.
I just feel like high-end restaurants, I feel like it's more for like the experience, not so much the food.
Exactly.
Even though the food is great, but the thing is, like, first of all, the portion is not enough. never enough.
It's not.
We big bags over here. That's one. And two, I don't know, I'm like, matter of fact, I went to a high-end restaurant recently, right? And the reason why I was like, let me even ask this question is because when I went, they didn't have no pictures.
They just had the menu.
They just had the menu.
And you don't be understanding the
And
menu
I'm
either.
like, I'm a visual learner.
Person.
Like,
Yep.
I need pictures. I need to know
What your plate looks like.
Yeah. So I had to sit here and Google these pictures. I'm just not a high-end girly. Like, I'm just not. Like, maybe I don't know. I've been to a bunch. It's just not my vibe.
No. Yeah. I agree.
No me gusta y no me lleno. Me voy con hambre. Con el bolsillo
Vacío. Exacto. Con hambre los bolsillos vacíos.
It's just not for me. Like I said, it's more like, for me, I think high-end restaurants is more like the experience. Like, okay, it's your birthday, or like somebody's birthday or something like that. But never for like the food.
No. You can't go in there an empty stomach.
Yeah, unfortunately. I just had deja vu.
You did?
Yeah, I hate deja vu.
What do you think deja vu is?
Bueno, I feel like deja vu is, I don't know, deja vu low-key scares me, because I feel like deja vu is like, esto ya pasó, y como que God turned the clock around for me to fix whatever just happened.
Or to save you.
And it's just scary. I hate deja vu. I hate it, because I'm like,
maybe that's why the mics took so long for them to charge, and we never ended up charging them, and then
fate.
So todo pasa por algo. That's why, you know, you gotta take things easy in life, because things do happen for a reason, and they happen for you. Like, it's just, that's what I think deja vu is. Like, you already lived what you just went through. It just didn't go as planned, you know? And God came through saying, hey,
Let's
Hold
redo
on.
this real quick. Hold on. I don't know, but for me, I always feel like deja vu is something bad. I don't know.
100%.
Like, algo malo pasó en ese momento y que Dios, like, turned the clock around or something for me to redo that moment. And every single time I have deja vu, I'm like, hold on. Like, how do I not? Like, have you seen people, like, after watching the movie Final Destination?
I
Where
have
they're, like,
not seen that movie.
Okay, well, no, there's a bunch of memes, like, well, no, have you seen Final Destination? Like,
No.
Any movie?
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
No te creo, Marlon.
Hay tantas
You
películas
live
que,
under a damn rock, brother.
hay tantas películas que ella ha visto que yo no he visto, and I watch movies but I don't know, it's just.
Okay, bueno, Final Destination básicamente se trata de una persona que tiene una visión of like a catastrophe, like something really bad that's about to happen.
Oh.
And then they save everybody in that moment. But death comes after each of those people that were supposed to die but didn't die.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically that's what every single Final Destination is about. Y pues entonces la gente salen de ese cine y están like looking around and they're like, like overthinking stuff. Like, ay, no puedo pisar eso porque me puedo caer or something like that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like, yeah, like tripping. So I feel like when I have deja vu, I be like, because me siento como que, hold on.
Is this gonna.
Ajá, exacto, como que espérate, where did this go wrong? So I can avoid that.
Okay.
But I don't like it. It like freaks me out.
If you could pick 1 year in your life to do over, which would you do and why?
Which year? Damn, that's a good one. Let me think.
Yeah.
What, do you already know? Do you have an answer already? No? Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, I have my answer.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think a year that I would redo is probably my freshman year of high school. I love my kids. The day that I got married was probably the best day I've ever had. But if we're talking about a whole year, to redo a whole year, that the year that my daughter was born was a really, really hard year for me, because that's the year where literally Bobby got into the accident October, and then I found out like shortly after that that I was pregnant. So then when I welcomed Gotti, my dad was still recovering from his accident, and it was really really rough year for me. So it probably wouldn't be that year.
No, honestly, that you want to do something that, you know, brings you good memories.
So for sure my freshman year.
Okay.
My freshman year of high school, it was a ball. If you know, you know. You do.
I would redo 2006 because that's the year that my mom left Cuba. And when she left at that moment, I remember she took me to school, and then she just, you know, she was like leaving, but I thought she was coming back, and she wasn't. And if I could go back, obviously, with what I know now, I would have appreciated that moment more and like hold onto her a little bit tighter.
I know, me vas a hacer llorar.
Stop it. Stop it, yeah.
Dang,
And I remember
hear
her
that.
crying, and I'm like, why is she crying?
Yeah, like, yo, like, you good?
And I didn't see her for 5 years after that. 6, sorry, yeah.
¿Qué? Eso no, eso está fuerte. How old were you?
I was 6, and I came here when I was 11. Well, no, I'm tripping. No, she visited me in Cuba.
But igual, a visit is
it
nothing.
was-
Like, the
yeah.
fact that you no longer have your mom, like, that's
So my dad was like, he was playing the mom and
the
dad
mom
role.
and dad, yeah. Fuerte, nena,
It was not
fuerte.
easy, man. Listen.
So why would you want to, oh, you said to appreciate her more.
Yeah,
before
that
her
moment, I
leaving.
would have held into her a little bit tighter and like maybe be less sad because I knew I would see her again, you know. But at that moment, I didn't. Like
Right. You know, como niño, we don't think that far ahead, you know. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, so do you think some people have trauma, or like, do you think that they just lived like a perfect childhood?
I think now, obviously, with the mentality I have, because before I was like, I had a perfect childhood. I have no trauma. I have nothing, no issues. You know, nothing phases me. Like, oh my god, like I have my parents. Like, yeah, I was good. But there's situations that have played out, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know that bothered me. Like like for example, living with my mom and dad back and forth, that mentally did mess me up a little bit, because
draining.
I was going from her house to his house, and then I would move with my mom to a place, and I would move to another, then my dad would get me, and then I mean, I never went through like starvation or anything, but obviously they kept me out of the loop because of the kid, and I had no idea about it. But now that I think about it, it's not that it traumatized me, but it was tough because I never had like a place I could call like, this is my home.
Bendito, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So obviously it's something not big. It's fine. I didn't die. Like,
Right. Yeah, but it's something that you're reflecting now as an adult. That,
Exactly.
okay, maybe that's why I am the way I am, or I get that.
And then, you know, I see some other people that do have bigger traumas, but just because your trauma is bigger doesn't mean that mine isn't as
Valid.
important or valid, because everybody has their own trauma. Yes, maybe yours is, you know, bigger and harder, but that's why you appreciate what you had and have now, because of, like you said, if we were all to write down our problems and things, like, you would be quick to pick yours back up, because there's people that have it more rough, you know. Listen, I reflect now. I had a roof over my head. I always had food. I never went through nothing like more traumatizing than that. Like, I didn't have a big accident, so I can never say that I had a bad childhood, because I did not. But everybody do have, you know.
Y también, I think you could have a good childhood, but still have childhood trauma.
Yep.
I think you can have a little bit of both.
From situations that stay with
That's
you
what
as
I'm
a
saying,
kid,
that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying.
Because, like, don't you think about like situations where you're like, oh my god, I was so young, why do I remember that? Because that was a traumatic event We only remember our biggest traumatic events when we're little and our best moments, like the happiest moments ever. Like I remember when I had a seizure. I was 4.
En serio?
I had a seizure.
Okay.
And I just remember I was laying in bed and I looked down and I see my legs shaking, and that's all I remember. And the next day, like I opened my eyes and I was in a hospital and I had a seizure.
Uy, ¿y qué pasó? What happened?
Dice mi papá because I was going through a lot mentally. I don't remember what it was, but maybe that's what it was. Like the back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it was. And it's so crazy because my dad had so many girls while I was with him, because anybody that would treat me any type of way, he would be quick to drop them.
Yeah, your princess.
Yeah, my dad is a real
Did
yeah. What about you? What do you think about that question? Estamos diciendo todo en inglés, Dios mío. Ya me van a decir mis tías.
Ya me van a decir, pero pichea.
Como salga.
Exacto. Pero, no, porque es que después tenemos gente de los dos lados. Because I also have friends who don't speak any Spanish. I'm like, bro, like, I be trying to watch you, but all you doing is speaking Spanish. ¿Tú estás haciendo está bien?
Sí, claro que sí.
Okay, pues entonces,
it depends really. Like, hay gente que sí, hay gente que no. So
about the trauma thing?
the speaking.
Oh, the language. Yeah, but I see, whatever, like however it comes out. But okay, so actually, Nate, I be telling bro, like, this is why I said that you could have both like a traumatic events that happened in your childhood, but still have a great childhood. Like I feel like I had an amazing childhood, but there's a lot of things that happened in my childhood that really traumatized me. And I be telling Nate, like, whenever something pops up or whatever, like, I'll tell him about it, and he's like, damn, like, your childhood was like, oh my bad. He'd be like, your childhood sucked, like, it was really bad. And I'm like, not really, like, it really wasn't. Or sometimes, like, cuando algo pase or whatever, and I tell him, like, oh, like, this didn't happen to you when you were little, and he was like, no. Like, Nate literally, okay, according to Nate, he lived the best childhood in the freaking world. I'm like, you don't have any traumas, like, nothing that, like, traumatized you as an adult or something that changed, like, shifted your views. Yeah, he was like, oh, like, yo no tengo nada, like, there's nothing in my childhood I'm like, yeah, like, that was traumatizing or that has stuck with me. He was like, I had a really good childhood, unlike you. And I'm like,
okay, jeez.
heard you. Pero yo le digo, like, en verdad, like, my childhood was amazing. But, obviamente, pues, pasaron cosas que shifted me and molded me and
To the person you are.
Yeah. And even though those things may have sucked, like, I'm glad they happened. Like, yo no soy alguien que diga, like, you'll never hear me saying, like, damn, like, I wish I can go back in time and fix that. No. Like, sinceramente, I would repeat all the hurts that I've gone through, because
that makes you who you are.
Yeah, like, everything that I've gone through, like, that is the reason why I am the way I am.
Will you ever forgive a friend for betrayal?
Okay, what kind of betrayal?
Define betrayal. Wait, I think that goes
Where we at?
That goes to the next question. What is the worst thing a friend could do to you for you to be like, no, that's it? Like, so those two questions kind of come on.
Kind of go one with the other.
Oh, I said one. I think you said, I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what's something that a friend could do to me that I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna cut you off, bro? You see, I feel like en esto tú y yo somos bien diferentes, because
Diferente but alike.
Diferente but alike, I agree. Because, like, I'm really forgiving, like, and it's not even that I'm forgiving, I'm just like,
You're a very understandable person.
Yeah,
like, you understand.
Yeah, I'm a very understanding person. But anyways, to keep it short, I feel like if you lie to me, I'm gonna cut you off. And if you lie to me and then you get caught, oh, I'm really gonna cut you off.
Con más gana.
Like, eso es lo peor de lo peor. And it goes back to what you said, because, like, I'm such an understanding person, bro. Like, I'm such an understanding person.
She is. She really is. She doesn't get mad if you go, like, up to her and tell her, like, straight up.
Right, like, because así soy yo. Yo soy bien sincera. If I feel some type of way, I'm gonna let you know. So I feel like that, like, I don't know. I'm really understanding. So when I get lied to, it hits a nerve where I'm like, you really didn't have to lie, and now I'm just gonna cut you off. So
with me, it's kind of falls into a lot of things, and with time I've learned my boundaries, and with situations I've went through with people I used to call my friends. Like, for example, one of them is, if I tell you something in private or something because I'm vulnerable at the moment, and you use that against me in an argument, or you tell somebody,
no, you're cooked. No, eso está mal.
like, that's so wrong.
Eso
And for you
está
to
tan
think
mal.
that it's not wrong,
I
like,
agree
that's
100%.
just
I agree 100%.
wild.
And the thing is, and this is why I said, like, me and her, like, are very similar in el sentido de que we will take that shit to the grave. Like, even if me and you stop being friends, like,
Nothing
the things
you
that
said
you
to me
told me
will stay with
will
me.
die with me. Like,
They will die with me.
just because we're mad at each other, just because we're not friends, just because whatever happened, like, doesn't mean I'm just gonna sit here and expose your stuff. Like,
because at the end of the day, that will say more about me as a person than whatever you said to me.
And how many times somebody tell you something, and then, how many times, like, somebody will tell you something, and then they're talking about somebody else, and you're just looking at them like, wow, like, I really can't tell you nothing.
Yo,
Like, I really can't tell you nothing,
like,
because
this how you speak about so and so, but you were just hanging out with so and so. I wonder what you say about me. Like, I really do wonder what.
Yeah, and hanging out is one thing, right? But the fact that you're literally telling me, like, this person's whole life story
And things they've told you.
Things they told you
private,
in secret is like,
or like when they were vulnerable, and you're I mean,
Red flag.
some people just, you know, they expose themselves like that. And thank you did me a favor. Hey,
facts.
what scares you most about being seen or heard in general?
Okay, so actually, I interpreted this question como, like, what scares me about. Okay, so when me and Marlon decided to do this channel, I was a little hesitant, because when you put yourself out there, like, you put yourself on a pedestal for people to give their opinions.
Yeah.
People can, you know, like, call you out for whatever, and I don't know, like, you have to be open to criticism, because it's gonna come whether you want it or not. And people are gonna judge you for everything, for how you talk, how you look, what you say, what you don't say. Like, they're gonna nitpick everything. And I was telling Marlon, I was like, I low-key don't want to do it, just because I don't want to get to that level where,
like, our life isn't private anymore, basically. Like,
Yeah,
everything
but-
has to be addressed online, because
like,
we're sharing our lives with you guys.
exactly.
And we haven't fully shared our lives with you guys. Obviously, you know, little by little, and we'll get there. But it's definitely not easy. It's like being in a fishbowl, and everybody's just looking at you and judging.
Yeah.
And you can't honestly be mad with what people say, because some people just they're gonna
And
have their own
also,
opinion about you.
like, también learning how to be more filtered on your own social media, on your own platforms. That's also been a challenge, because todo el mundo sabe que yo tengo una opinión de todo.
Exactly.
I always have something to say about something. And me learning to kind of, like, withdraw and kind of keep my opinion out of political stuff or religious
Oh my God,
things.
that's been so hard.
It's been really hard.
That's been so hard for me. Sometimes I share things and I'm like, oh, I gotta delete that real quick.
Yeah, same. So, but it comes with the territory, you know? So, that's something that I'm just like, I'm kind of hesitant.
How many times have you done this?
No sé.
No, like, quickly appreciate my curls in the morning.
¿Qué tú haces? Oh, no. I need to show the camera this. Ain't no way. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. Hold on. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like, okay? Okay? Like, look at that. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, this is mine. See Marlon's. Oh, here comes Marlon's.
Ta-da!
Okay. I don't know what homegirl is doing over here.
And I've been trying to play it off so bad, but it's just not working for me.
Bueno, mi gente, that's it for today. Let us know what you guys want to see next. Like I said, we wanted the podcast to be like the main focus, but we wanted to do other things, vlogs and pranks and etc. So if you have any ideas, please let us know in the comments below.
We are
La Isla Podcast. Bye guys.
Bye.
Hasta la próxima.